Okay, day, uh, man, it's 4 days after what happened. And I planned this over for so long, yet I didn't do it. Why did I not? Hmm. Yeah, I missed it when I was quiet. Now that I'm feeling better anyway. Let's see. Let's see if I can try to remember this. Okay, day 0. Please forgive the audio background. So I wake up feeling terrible. I feel sick. My nose is runny, and I'm tired. But but it was pretty cloudy, and it was expected to rain. So I just blamed it on that, though for the entire day at least. Of course, the entire day, runny nose. I'm like, achoo, and I'm like, and my friend, yeah, sounds like a chew and all, like sniff. One thing to know: mask mandates kind of optional thing, but everyone took it as "Ooh, masks, yay!" So yeah, me being like one of those people who never even actually used their mask last year, I was pretty confident that I would. Anyways, I'm sick. Well, I feel sick. So, here I am sniffling and all, and one of my friends come up and he's like, "Yo, what's wrong?" And I'm like, yeah, I have a runny nose. I'm feeling kind of cold right now. I had a coat, and now I'm still getting the chills. So while everyone was there with their short sleeves and stuff, the air conditioner, because it was like because it was like right after recess, right? Like right after that, everyone had their like short sleeve stuff. I had my jacket on like some winter dude. Anyways, so they're all like, "Yo, no, okay." My friend is all like, "Yo, what's the big deal?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have a cold." And he's like, "Okay, give me a sec. I got just the thing." He pulls out the this spray thing that injects into your nose. Now, at first, of course, I was skeptical because, like, don't you need like a cover for these things? I do not want any of your snot in my nose. But yeah, he didn't listen. I'm like, he probably watches anyway. So I took a whiff. Oh, not a whiff. I just sprayed it into my nose. I felt better, way better. So better that I sprayed it too much that I went into my throat, and I'm like, oh, that just leaves a bad taste on the end of my on the beginning of my tongue, not the end. It's kind of weird. Made a new expression. Yeah. So, don't mind the background. I'll explain it later. Uh, so, so I get home, right? And I'm feeling, and my nose is kind of still kind of runny, but at the same time, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's kind of dry, of course. So it'll be, So I go take a bath. Well, first off, I go home. I I do my okay. I go home. I do. And I should really write these things down. I should really do that, but I didn't. Yeah. Hmm. Again, another thing I was thinking about, but never did. Okay. 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 Thing I did. Went back home. Didn't do my work. I already did my work after school like a nerd. Took a bath, and after that, since I was feeling sick, I decided to do a COVID test. So, so thankfully my nose is kind of runny, and I'm like, and after school, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a COVID test right after this. Yeah. So I put in the sample. I stick. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I just blew my nose. Of course, I stuck the thing up my nose. That sounds wrong. Put it that way. And my mouth now it sounds even worse. But of course, but of course, I'm too scaredy cat to actually like push it all the way up my nose. Please stop thinking that. I swear. And then after that, so basically what I did was I blew my nose and I used the muckle on the tissue paper as a substance for you know data. Am I right? And then I put in a liquid inside the thing, shake it around, and after that I put it on the thing that decides if you're positive or negative. Now I set the timer for 15 minutes. I'm looking at my phone. I'm chilling, right? I'm chilling. I look back. Instantly, two fucking lines. And I'm not even gonna hold it back, just like the COVID test, because that was like 3 minutes after I set the timer. I'm like, bro, it was two light lines. Okay, so of course one of them was the one that one is only that one. It's negative, but over there I see like two. So I take so 6 minutes passed. I look again. Now it's defined. It's defined. The two lines are defined. I take a picture and I send it to my friends, saying like, hey guys, yeah, I've been feeling sick today, and I took a COVID test. I just want y'all to let y'all know, cause it's not looking good for me. Yeah, yeah. So what happened next? Whole server went fucking crazy since like the whole server just went. The whole server was school based. It was about it was like people from school doing an entire server. Yeah, so they were all like, "Oh my god, bro, what'd you expect, bro? You just kind of like take off your mask. What are you doing?" And I'm like, well, after last year, since everyone was wearing masks and I had the COVID vaccines and since all the tests that I got were negative, I just thought, and the last time I got like a really cool sickness, it was kind of it was literally just a cold. So I kind of thought, hey, that's just a cold. I'm wrong. Well, I mean, I'm technically right, but I'm still wrong. So yeah. So I go to my parents and I'm like, hey guys, bad news. And I show them the test and they're like, oh no. So, you know what the first thing we do? We take our masks, put it on. Probably why I sound different, I don't know, and I don't know until I stop recording this video. Uh, yeah, that part was kind of not smooth. I don't know what else. Anyways, second thing, new routine. See now that I have COVID and all, yeah, things are gonna be way shifted, but it goes well. Fortunately, I have my private trash can. I make it sound like it's luxurious, but honestly, it's kind of common. Besides, we just have two extra trash cans just lying there for no reason, man. So yeah. Besides, my brother has a private trash can, and it broke. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. Let's keep on going. So yeah. So yeah, they move all their stuff out of like the bathroom, like the toothbrushes and stuff, because they're gonna brush their teeth in a sink. Talk about isolation, but it's for a good reason. And everyone's wearing a mask. Everyone's notified. I notify my teachers that I won't be here for like the next 5 days. Yep. Okay. Next 5 days. And some of them replied. They're like, "Oh, that sucks, bro. Yeah, but we're gonna okay that sucks, but that's fine because we're gonna send you your homework on Google Classroom. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there I am. And okay, real side note. One of my friends were all like how I make these like story about literally about my life videos, and he's like, "Yo, someone should really animate this," and I'm like, "Bruh." I mean, I have I could I have animation skills, but do I really use them? No, but I really want to use them in the future though. So maybe I could do a little protecto. I do have some good drawing skills too. So who knows? Maybe I can merge in. Some I do usually work on drawing though. Flip a clip's cool though. Then there's also freaking I'm getting besides the point. But that was really nice that was a really nice that I have while making this video. So anyways, so where was I? So notifying the teachers, right? They got Google Classroom. Yeah, okay, cool. So wash my dishes. No, brush my teeth, and there are hand sanitizer bottles all around the place, so that when I touch my face, remove my mask, go to like eat something, before I do anything else, I go to the hand sanitizer, use either my wrist or my entire arm, unless if I wipe my mouth on my entire disgusting arm, and then I yeah, I rub the hand sanitizer all over, like, uh, yeah. Now I made it sound depressing. That kind of, but that kind of is my life anyway. But yeah. So that's pretty much for that. Brush my teeth. Thinking about what's happening next. I wish it was the last thing I said, so it'd end off really cool. So I'll pretend it wasn't okay. It wasn't, but like the last thing I legitimately, unironically thought was that I'll get through this. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. I can get through this. And then a bunch of ironic and random ass shit that I thought about, and then I went to sleep because I've okay, you don't know, but I have trouble sleeping, and that's probably gonna transition us to day one. Day one. So healthy sleeping schedule, huh? Yeah, moved around a lot because of discomfort. Mm. Woke up one time because I had my mask off, and I was like, what was it, like 4 o'clock? Yeah, and I'm like, So I put my mask back on, and then I realized I put some spit on it, and now it's disgusting. And it'll smell disgusting. I mean, I don't know. I really been able to smell something because my nose is so stuffy. Well, it was so stuffy, still is. And it still barely smells something, but I'll test that out and see what happens later, huh? Yeah. Anyways, so here I am, spit on my mask that I was so sensitive about without realizing I could barely smell anything. So, you know what I do? I go to the trash can. I take off my mask. I go to the trash can, grab a new mask, wash, uh, put the hand sanitizer on my hands. Now, one thing to notice. So there are two types of hand sanitizers that I'm using. Point being, one of them is just regular old hand sanitizer, and the other one is just like it's almost like it, but sometimes when your hand is wet, it makes it feel all slippery. So so my hands were semi wet, semi moist. So yeah, slippery hands, and I'm like, oh, man, come on, man, it's too early for this. I don't want slippery hands, man. I just want to sleep. Wake up feeling. Thanks, Alexa. You told me where my grandma was. That's very cool. I have yet to make a video on that. Anyways, so woke up crappy, feel terrible. My eyes hurt. Everything hurt. My bones hurt. Of course, back hurts because sleeping. Am I right? And I was hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and getting chills. I have no idea. I have no idea. I was hot, and freaking hell. I was hot and cold. Not the other hot. The temperature. Why am I like this? Why are my friends like this? Why are every person that I surround myself with like this, man? Not the point right now. Anyways, so yeah, woke up terrible. Went up to my computer, instant flashbang. Oh my god. Yeah, I was meant to do work and like my computer was like really really bright. So I went to the settings and I changed I changed like the background of the entire computer that made it look like some kind of I don't know, but it's like black and yellow, black. Yeah, a B movie reference. Yeah, very funny. It literally changed the entire thing. It's like a dark mode, but motorcycle. Anyways, so my mom comes in with the food, and I'm like, yeah, thanks. So yeah, that's the first meal I had ever since it's like day one, am I right? So yeah, I'm doing work, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Yep. And yeah, things are going okay. Of course, I'm like kind of bored since like there's barely any new work. So I'm like, so I'm turning in my chemistry homework and stuff. And yeah, chemistry. Fun fact: I'm into Breaking Bad now. So actually, if you're watching the show, I'm watching it like crit. Just leave me alone. I'll watch it when I want. Anyways, so yeah, homework and stuff. Turning it in. Right. We have a printer for a reason too. So yeah. Yeah. So we do that, and once I'm done with that, my mom is like, "Okay, we're gonna get tested now, like actually tested." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we pack our stuff and we head in and we go out. We take VA. Yeah, we take VA. Actually, oh no. Okay, so before we go out, we were walking around. Before we took the train, we went around. We looked around. We saw a COVID stand, and we were like, "Oh wow, that would be very convenient." So we went to check it out. Turns out it costs really much. Costs a lot. It's not like those public ones, not like those like free ones. It costed like 100, bro. Yeah, we're not doing that, man. We're going. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. So yeah, here we are taking a train because someone was like, "Oh, we'll make hundreds of dollars off of something that's free, bro." Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool, man. You do you. Okay. Um. So we take the train 175th. Based off of where we were walking, there was supposed to be like some kind of COVID stand, and oh, there it is. It's like this little van next to a park. Yeah, it seems really safe. Am I right? I mean, public standards. There's two options. Either it's like a COVID van or like one of those vans. Yeah. But back in the day, that would be like the candy van. Hey kid, you want some candy? That kind of stuff, you know? Take the kid, snatch up. Where's the candy? Nowhere. I don't know. I, that's where the story ends. They never elaborated what happens in a van. But I guess it's something like evil or something. I don't know. Maybe they were playing chess with checkers pieces. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the van. And I'd rather not find out at this point. So, what happens after that? No, 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 no. I just thought about it. Why did I think about it? No. One word. Fake taxi. That was two words. Oh well. Yeah. So my mind is clearly broken right now because I had lots of work, and I'll get to that later. So, anyways, so so we walk up to this van, right? This guy I got so off track. We go to this van. There's this Hispanic dude. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" And my mom was like, "Hey, so we can we get is this COVID test free?" He's like, "Yeah, man." And my mom was like, "Oh, okay." So so we get the QR code, and I was gonna do it, but my mom was like, "Oh no, no, I'll sign for you." Man, I was halfway done. Okay, fine. Okay. So she does the thing for me, and while she's doing the thing, she looks around and she sees they have this little tiny like little generator, and she's a power generator. She's like, "Oh, that's cool. What's that?" And the guy's like, "Oh, that's that. Yeah, it's a power generator. It's really cool. Costs a lot though, but yeah, it's pretty. It's nice. It's useful. Yeah." And my mom is like, "Oh wow, that's really cool. It's really interesting and useful." Yeah. So this other dude arrives and they get ready and they start putting gloves on, and I'm like actually scared since the last time I got a COVID test was like, stick the whole stick up my nose into my brain through my eye socket. I'm literally pointing my finger to it, though you guys can't see it, because that's how it be like sometimes. You stick it all up to your brain until it messes with your memory, and it thinks you said something to this guy, and some guys said something about you, and they're like, "Oh man, I'm so angry now," and you cause a commotion. Because welcome to high school, everyone. Yeah. So yeah, I'm scared shitless, and the guy's like, okay, okay, I'm not scared shitless, but like, I was feeling, I was kind of like, oh my god, bro, I'm not ready for this, but might as well. So the guy's like, okay, so the sun's pointing there. You go over here, so I don't have to look over the sun. So he pointed at this like fire hydrant that was like right behind him. So I go over to the opposite side of the fire hydrant, and he takes the swab, and I'm like bracing for like the whole the injection into my freaking brain. Read my memories. That's how they read memories. They take the cotton swab and put it up your brain. Yeah, I'm gonna elaborate on why I do that a lot. So I'm kind of yeah, okay. So I'm kind of like bracing for impact, and then you know what I get? So so you see the little like round part of your nose, like the sides of your nose. He goes there, and he does like 10 around there. And of course, I felt like a little teary, but oh my freaking god, that's all it took. All it took to equal four sweeps of the brain is 10 rounds of the round part of your nose, the side of your nose. Oh my god, I can tell. I can tell when some of these people are not getting paid enough for it sometimes. That's a joke. There probably are, but it's the custom. It's the a custom. But yeah. So there I am being like, oh my god, I did not expect that. That was actually kind of nice. And then my mom is next, and then she took it. I let me just say I took it better than her. She was all like, "Oh man, that's so uncomfortable, bro," and I'm like, "Really? Wow, okay." So we had to wait a whole day for the test results to come in. I didn't know that, but like she did. So we went home and we started talking about school, and I started making some little conspiracy about like the school and all as like a freaking joke. But then yeah, so that was the whole thing about the cotton swab. and the brain thing, Holly's scammer. I'm a freaking conspiracy theorist now, bro. Bro, I'm okay. I'm not one of them. It's like I may be an idiot, but I'm the smartest idiot out there. Okay. Anyways, we get home, and I'm like, okay, okay. Actually, no, we don't. We don't get home. We starve. We 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 get stranded in like Harlem or something. No, not Harlem. It's like Washington. Yeah, Washington Heights. And we starve and we die. I sound mad right now, don't I? Yeah. Okay. No, that's okay. Joke being, that's not what happens. We went to this bakery, and bakery was really cool, really nice bakery, right? Yeah, nice, cool, nice bakery. We got some bread. It was really nice. We also got some pataditos too. It was really cool. It was really nice. And we went home. Again, we didn't go. We didn't go home. I'm saying that again because my mom. This is a certified. My mom. Yeah, I can't do the voice correctly right now. I'm kind of straining myself, but yeah, it's fine. But yeah, this is a certified my mom moment. So yeah. So my mom was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be going to the grocery store. You go home." And I'm like, "Okay." So I run back up. She wait, no, she gave me the bread, and I get through the stairs and all the turnstile, go back home. And yeah, the ucky yucky little freaking metal bar turnstile, because like it's a great way to stop people from not paying, I guess, but a terrible way if you're trying to avoid germs. So with disgusting hands running through the street, and I go home. I'm a germaphobe now. I'm my friend. My friend's a germaphobe. So yeah, I go home, and first thing I do, put the bag on the counter, and then go find a hand sanitizer bottle, which is right next to the bag. I barely noticed it though, so I use that, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. And I go back, and I'm chill. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of exhausted. I'll keep my mask off right now because I don't feel like sneezing or coughing right now. So I kept my mask off until my mom was home. And once my mom was home, I was like, oh shit, okay, time to put the mask back on. The more that I thought about taking my mask off while my mom was gone, uh, it would it would be less about she's gone and more about like there's less people in the room anyway. So why not? So yeah, but yeah, she's back. And yeah, we get back down to business. That's when I get my first wave of homework. Yeah, really cool. So I get homework, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I do some of that homework, and I finish the ones that I'm pretty sure I'm done with, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Yeah. Keep this one in mind. I'm done with. I think I'm done with, because at that time it was complete. So yeah, at that time. So I turned it all in. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Take a bath, finish, done, go to sleep. Yeah, done. I did eat that pastelito though. It was really nice. It was really good. Yeah. I also messaged my friend. They're like, oh my god, I get better soon, and I'm like, imagine going to school. LML. I'm sick. Oh, dies. Dies of COVID. Dies. COVID dies. Anyways, yeah. So went to sleep. That was nice. Did remember to point the fan to me at this time, but yeah, at that time it was feeling also kind of cold, but also kind of warm. I hate it when that happens. My body is so damn bipolar sometimes, bro. So yeah, back to ultimate discomfort. Day two, which was okay. I'm gonna start. Day okay. Okay, yeah, yeah. Day one was 14. Day two was 15. Okay, day two, which was yesterday. Yeah, day two. Okay, yesterday. Woke up at 6. Feeling tired, but just to see the time, and I look at it. It was 5 o'clock, so I'm glad I know I'm back to waking up at 5. Because back then, when I woke up at 5, my brother was like, "Oh my God, bro, I gotta get back on my grind on Warframe." Yeah, Warframe, am I right? It's an okay game. I just forget to play it sometimes. Also, I'm kind of running out of storage, but I find a time to play it sometimes, maybe complete. Because I never actually got to. Okay. Um, woke up at 7, right? Feeling way better than yesterday, actually. I mean, sure, I felt tired and it was like the runny nose and like but it was better than well, not yesterday, but like it was better than day one where like I was like, oh my God, this sucks. We're all like, oh my God, I felt like a giant goo monster. So yeah, that was good. That was nice. Yeah. So, what happens after that? Normal thing. Just kind of eat breakfast. Do my work. The regular thing. Is there anything special about that thing? Me trying to look into every detail of every day to find out something special to talk about. Zilch. So yeah, regular routine. So I'm doing my work, right? Well, multitasking. I want to call it multitasking. More like I'm playing video games while doing my work. Come on, everyone does it anyway. It doesn't really matter too. It's kind of like a little break until you get poisoned into it, and then it's like an endless loop of like video games, and you're like, no. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Anyways, yeah, that's why I do my work at school. But I'm not at school, am I? No. And there's a whole lot of homework. Yes, a lot of homework. Yes. So, so I do my work, right? Yeah. Yeah, I do the work. I do the work. I do like notes and stuff. Yeah, notes. Yeah, yeah, notes. They're notes, and I'm doing them. And as I do those notes and work and homework and notes and work, I overhear my mom talking about like COVID results, and she's like, "Yeah, I got the COVID results." Yeah, no, the result came out as positive. My heart sank. I, Either she was talking about her or she was talking about me. I did not know, and I barely thought about it. But I'm like, oh my God, bro. That's her? No, 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 no. But yeah. After that, I kind of like started listening to music, chilling, then relax, do homework and stuff. Now this one, I got more homework. Probably because it was from yesterday. Yeah. Turns out by some of the teachers got the message from day zero. It was only some. I sent it to a number of teachers, and the partial of them got it, which I kind of get. Some of them do kind of get a lot of messages saying that most of them are kind of useless and talk about the day. Talk about, oh, it's someone's birthday. That really kind of concerns me. I mean, who is this person? You can't see it, and I'm not gonna say their name because but it barely just like there has to be announcements for something useful at least. Like, oh, we recommend you to wear a mask at sometimes because there's a interesting spike of COVID cases. No, it's about like, oh, there's gonna be gold today. Don't freaking dumb, man. That's a schedule. At least tell us when that changes. Well, there's not going to be gold today because there's going to be a parent teacher conference. Thank you. Thank you. Now we know there's a parent teacher conference. There's not actually a parent teacher conference. There's nothing going on at the moment. So, yeah. But there is Rosh Hashanah. I did forget when that was coming. So, oops. Hopefully it's not next week. That's kind of the time where I'm planning to come back and show my friends how they want me to fold a pizza. Cause I rolled up a pizza one time and she called it a pizzerito. Blame that on my brother. He did that first. Okay, he did that first. He taught me that. He influenced me. Blame that on him. Him. HIM him. He taught me the pizzerito. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Where was I? Freaking. Besides, that's not even the first time they probably. I'm getting off track again. Okay. Anyways. Nothing much really happened that day. No. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, right. I did get a lot of homework. So yeah, only some of them got the message. Most of them did not. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I did message the school counselor who was like, "Oh man, that's so that's sad. Here, take earth science homework. I'm in chemistry, thanks, but thanks for the support though. What's this global history homework? I did that. Okay. So yeah, a lot of the stuff I didn't really need, but I was glad to know that there were like some people that cared. But then again, I did send it to a limited amount of people, and I didn't really send it to Miss D, didn't I? No. So would she be notified? No. Okay, good. You get 100% on that. Congratulations, you pass. Um. Anyways, yeah, just little skits while I'm doing this whole thing. Makes the story worth the while at least while I'm telling this. Uh. So how this all turns out, chaos. I'm like looking around like Five Nights at Freddy's as I get another invite for like my English class that I did not have, and I look at it and I'm like, oh my god, there's a homework from day one, and there's a homework for today, and I like I imagine I have this whole stack, but in reality I don't. It's not really that tall. They're just all kind of hard. So yeah, I, I did do some global history homework since I was kind of on the table. Did some geometry. Yeah, geometry homework. Yes, since I was yesterday. I remember it better since it was yesterday. Yeah, should have done it yesterday so I could remember day one and day zero. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, doing that, and I'm like, oh my freaking god. Okay, okay. I'll do some English. I'll do some English. And there were like two homeworks for that. Yeah, so I did one of those, and I'm like, okay, okay. I'll do chemistry. And then chemistry, I barely understood, and there was like this whole slide presentation I had to read to understand the entire thing. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going. I'm going. You know what? You know what? I'm going back to English. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I'm going back to English. Sure. And this whole time, I didn't really get the entire materials that I needed to like do all the work. So this whole time I was like asking my friends, yo, so about this whole like homework thing, you think you guys can like, give me a hand about this? And yeah, so part of it they actually got like, good pictures of, but unfortunately it was all gone. Well, not all gone, but like, the parts where I really needed it most was like gone. But thankfully they remembered some of it, so some of the They explained me like notes, definitions, some answers, and like how and like why. So I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks. And yeah, so some of it was about one of it was like about this little passage that we read about, which I could kind of piece together on my own, since it was like based off of the like last question or something. I mean, some of it, of course, my friends had to help me. Now on the next homework, on the second homework before I knocked out, it was yeah. I barely remembered it since it was like some random story that I remember. Both of these stories were both that I already read. I don't know. Still doing that. If we can move on. Thanks. But yeah. Okay, maybe that kind of sounds bad since that one was about like Indian history, not history, but it was a controversial topic. And I'm like, oh, bro, but like it's so repetitive sometimes, you know. Like I know it's kind of disrespectful to say move on, but it gets repetitive that you barely know anything else. Like I'm starting to forget who built the Egyptian. Okay, that's a farce. Not a farce. What the see? Yeah, see, this is the part where I say I'm an idiot, but I'm smart. Uh, Many people built the pyramids of Egypt. Yeah, three pyramids. Guess that off the top of my head. I'm guessing I'm right. Yeah, for like tombs of like their rulers to put in the tomb with all their treasures and stuff. Yeah, at least I remember that part, but I barely remember like Egyptian history, anything other than like African American and racism and U.S. That's all I get taught. And it's cool, and it's cool. I get that. I totally get it. It's good. It's good to know the truth about America. That like all this misinformation stick. It's like Columbus sailed the ocean in 1942. The Indians were like, "Oh wow, welcome to our humble land. We'd like you to take it, please. Thanks, bye." Yeah, we don't need that. But at the same time, yeah, we don't need that. We need the truth. That's what I meant when I said we don't need that. But it gets really repetitive, and I barely learn anything else, so I barely know anything else. Yeah, that's the whole that's this is how I can explain the whole thing without getting really canceled. I mean, then again, I'm not really that popular, am I? Still 200, right? Yeah, 200. Let me check. Yeah, I'm checking it out. Yeah, 219. Yeah, I'm good. I should really upload more videos. I should really be more active in my freaking YouTube. And all I do is post comments about like, oh, I hate this lyrics.
Alex
No,
is
no, no,
still learning.
no, no. Why the hell did whatever. Okay, so yeah, so yeah. I'm like, so these I've read it before, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You read it, cool, cool. Glad to know. Uh, so yeah, the second one was like way back. We didn't even read that one in class, of course, since I wasn't there for it. And I'm like, oh no. So I had some of my friends help for it until I realized, hey, can I just search this up on Google? So I searched up some random source on Google, and yeah, I got the cool PDF, and I got some answers, and and I thought, just for clarification, why not search up like a movie about like the whole thing? It wasn't really for clarification. I just wanted to see it out of curiosity. So yeah, turn it in, and I'm like, there's still homework. I guess I gotta leave it for tomorrow. Yep. Good night. Bye. I had enough. Okay. Day 3. Was it? Yeah. I didn't even bother to take a bath yesterday. I should probably take a. I would be in a better place if I wasn't making this video at 10 o'clock, huh? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, okay. I did have the time too. I had the time. I was too busy kind of like doing my own thing, you know? And it's good to do your own thing. That's what I'm doing right now, doing my own thing. But be mindful of like, what you plan. So you can like plan it out, plan ahead, do it, good. Perfect. That's how you live life. Good. Okay. So, day three, huh? Woke up warm, but cold, and feeling even better. Yeah, normal stuff, doing things. That's today. Why am I forgetting what the morning is? I did try to test how things smelled like, but of course my nose was too stuffy, so I barely smelled anything. Let me try something. Oh my god, guys, you can't believe this. I freaking smelled my mask and it smelled like sweat, bro. Holy sh. Yo, that's amazing. I can smell it. That's insane. I'm glad that's not gone. I'm glad that's not gone. After this, I'm gonna find something to smell. Hopefully, it's not that marker that Ziggy was smelling. That would be really weird. Yeah, because one of my friends were all like, "Oh my god," one of my friends were like, "Oh, this dude Z this dude Z is like he sniffed a marker, okay? He sniffed a marker. He's evil." And we were all and they were all looking at him. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's good." He's like, "What?" Okay, yeah, but yeah, um, yeah, no luck earlier today at least. So yeah, normal routine, regular stuff. Uh, Started with the chemistry homework, and I looked around. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of confused about this part. So I'll leave that back. So in the meantime, I'll look at the notes. And then I get my breakfast, yeah, work stuff, did the notes, did the homework, did a homework from the past that I kind of misunderstood, but kind of understood, but not the last part at least. But that's just the last part. We can get that over with. Good. But I'm glad to see how my learning is possible. Yeah, my learning's okay here. Yeah, my learning's okay here. And I was considering staying yesterday. That's funny because after that I got the whole cluster of homework and I'm like, oh no. And I really took it as a champ because I finished it all. Well, there was this resume part where I was like, well, there's this part where I had to make like a little resume, and I'm like, that's kind of hard saying that I barely even know what's going on. So while I spent half of the day figuring out what's going on, and I remember what my mom said yesterday about like, oh yeah, I got the results. Yeah, the one came out positive. So I went to ask my mom, and I'm like, hey mom, uh, yeah, what? Remember yesterday when you got the results? You said one of them was positive. Was yours positive? And she was like, "Oh no, it's not. Mine's negative. Yours is positive, obviously. Yeah, obviously, yeah." Like, okay. Thank God, bro. Damn. And then we go to like this whole conversation of like, yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be it's like okay, it's fine. You don't we barely have to worry about it. You're doing good. You're taking this really good. You have this like a it's like barely sick. It's nice, but you're still positive, so you have to stay home. But yeah, this whole like, but yeah, back in like the whole Omicron thing, where like the virus went, and like it wasn't it was like the coronavirus, but like not as deadly, and like it sort of, and I'm like, it evolved, right? And she was like, yeah, so now it's easier to get it, but still not as deadly. So I'm pretty sure that's the one you got. So yeah. So but yeah, it's not as deadly. So yeah, you'll be fine. So it's not really that big of a deal anyway. And I'm like, Yeah, yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, thanks. And I go back here and I'm like chilling. And I think about that one time when I was like, oh my God, once I get back to school, I'm gonna come back and I'm like gonna look at my friends with the eyes that say, I freaking dominated this freaking virus. Look at me. I freaking did it. I did what everyone was so afraid of. I freaking dominated the freaking virus. Watch me. I will take a second. And I'm thinking back and I'm thinking back now with all the information. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna be a big of a deal anyway. So yeah, might as well. I'm still gonna do that epic thing. I'm like, hey, I'm back. What's up? Yeah, that'll be nice. Anyways, I'm chilling, right? I finished the cool what was it? Uh, hold on. Yeah, I finished the cool homework, the cool homework. Yeah, the resume homework. Yeah, the resume homework. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, the resume homework. Yeah, I looked up the video how to make resume homeworks and I was listening to the video. She was like, "Hi, I didn't really I didn't really bother to get into like the whole thing. I just looked at the video and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I do this. Okay, I guess I do that. And I realized, hey, if I don't have I just put the information that I truly have, not like the information I don't have anyway, since this is now, not later, so it wouldn't really matter anyway, so that's cool. Home. So yeah, I finished that, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's perfect. So yeah, that went out pretty well. Kind of waiting something to load right now. Why is it taking so long? It's a big deal. Storage. Yeah. So, anyways, I had this some sort of thing working out today. I was working on I was working on Jolie's theme. I shouldn't really call it that anymore. It's called Stone. It's called Stone Ocean. Yeah, Jolene's theme, Stone Ocean. It's all correct, so it don't really matter anyway. No, wouldn't. But you know, Stone Ocean sounds better anyway. So I was working on Stone Ocean OST, by the way. So yeah, I was working on that, and I'm like, yeah, there's this kind of part that I want to fix, with, like the where like it goes high pitched, and it's like, yeah. So so I did work on that. So I made it sound better, and yeah, have a little listen. Yeah, I did. I made it sound good. I made it sound good, and that's good. Yeah, fantastic. Great job. So, while I was working on that, I also figured something out. There was like this little double beat at like the end. Well, it sounded like a double, but you know, it was still a double. It sounded like it. It made it sound weird, sound elongated. So I kind of fixed that. And the first time I listened to it, I'm like, oh my god, it sounds weird because I never listened to it before. I never listened to it like that for like a long time. And that's like, that's crazy, man. But yeah, I fixed it, and second time I listened to it, it actually sounded good, and I'm like, yeah, I like this. This is going well. I like this. Yeah. So yeah, here's this little snippet. Yeah, the little part before it goes back to the original tune is like doo 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 doo. Yeah, the little part. Yeah, now it actually sounds good. The whole little mixing thing. It's good. Besides, the whole OST is gonna be released anyway, so yeah, this is the best you'll get. Thanks for watching. Please know I do not actually own this song. This song is actually made by you. The song is actually composed by Yugo Kano. Please, credit Yugo Kano, not me. I don't... Fucking, why are you playing again, bro? What's the big deal, bro? Okay. Point being, own a song, please, please don't... Please, if someone freaking makes money off of this, that's bad, because that's copyright. That's bad. Don't make money off of this. Credit to Yoko Kano, not me. I did not make this. Don't credit me. I mean, unless if you want to credit the whole like vocal removal work, you can just credit me, resource museum, me, and Megmew, other guy. Yeah, but yeah, this whole thing done. It's good. It sounds perfect. It sounds good, and I can live with it. I can live with it as good as I can. So it's good. It's perfect. Hopefully I don't spot any other imperfection. I don't want to spot another imperfection that I have to fix, man. It sounds good. It's good. It's fine. It's perfect. I don't want to fix it. I don't want to fix it. I'm done. I'm tired of making... This is Joe Lead reference track 52. 52. I don't know if if all of it's actually in the 50s. If I made 50 different audio versions from where I started to now, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much the name. That's how it feels like. Feels like I made 52 different variants of the song, in which it was like different versions of like like what different like methods of making of like mixing it, putting together. Honestly, isolating vocals and isolating center, remove center. Switching now is a bad idea because now it sounded like doo fart. It just sounded like it was separated, though it was not. It's not supposed to be. It was supposed to sound together. I don't know what was wrong with my ears back then, but my ears are good now. My hearing has upgraded a lot lately. Like I can hear the water from all the way here, except I can't right now because I have headphones on. So yeah, that sucks. But yeah. Anyways, I finished that. Yeah, it's done. Don't ask me again. Don't worry, and I know none of y'all are gonna ask for it anyway. Well, ask for me to work on it again, unless y'all spot them something, and I'm gonna be like, oh, fine, like the teenager I am, because you know. But yeah, that's done. That's done. I don't want you to ask me to do it again, so don't freaking ask me to do it again. Thank you. And that's done. And here I am, and it's 10:18, and I have to piss, brush my teeth, get ready to take a bath at like 7 o'clock, which will feel really good. 7 o'clock? Am I really that diligent? It's a change of lifestyle. I'll be wearing like my mask for 24/7, not 24/7, but like every time I'm at school because that. Okay, the school's a really weird place. So is Times Square. My school is near Times Square, so yeah. Uh, but yeah, that pretty much sums up the past 4 days. Yep, this is day 4. Right, yeah, this is day 4. No, this is day 3. Yeah, that was day 0. Yeah, damn it. Forgot. It was like 4 days, but it was like 3, you know? This is my 3rd day of quarantine. Tomorrow's 4th, next one's 5th. 5th, where I take the test, and then COVID test again. Thankfully, I have a whole stack of COVID tests that I barely use. Some of them are full, some of them are not. I don't really pay attention to which one is full or not. Well, full with the contents and which I could use. But yeah, this is about to reach an hour, so it'll be really insane if I ended off at like the 59 mark. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, we're gonna wait for the 59 mark.